growing up here, like, my mom used to tell us the importance of speaking our own language at home and just sticking to speaking English at school. And I used to look at her like, I have to speak English at home because I gotta practice. And yes, that's valid. You gotta practice the language that you're learning and stuff. But I feel like it came to the point where that's all we spoke at home, even to our parents. And me in my head, I was like, I'm speaking to my mom in English so then she can practice her English as well. But then it came to the point where now I speak mostly English. And speaking Kirundi is hard for me. Not like hard where I can't keep a conversation, but hard where sometimes I lose words as I'm speaking. Like, as I'm speaking. And then in my head, I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, like, is my accent weird? Like, do I sound weird? Am I speaking English? Am I speaking Kirundi in an English accent? Like, what is that? And I just, like, it used to, like, discourage me to speaking to other people. But then after meeting more people, I realized, like, I speak Kirundi better than some people. I speak Kirundi more than some people. And I don't know. Like, I think about, like, how sometimes, like, my kids might not be able to learn Kirundi because I don't speak Kirundi that well. But I want them to learn what I know. But I don't want them to, speak Kirundi, like, in an elementary way. Like, the way I speak it. I want them to speak it so well. But does that mean I take my kids back to Burundi and kind of, like, expose them to that? And leave them there? I mean, that's a possibility, Take them to my grandma, their great grandparents, and they can sit there with them for like a summer and stuff. Like, obviously, once they're like a little bit older, and I can take them there. They can speak it with the kids, other kids, because that's exactly how my sister learned Kirundi. Whenever we go to Burundi for like a month straight, she would come out of there speaking Kirundi so perfectly. She speaks Kirundi, more Kirundi than my other sister, like. And, yeah. That might have to be something I'll just do. And I think about, like, how, like, my dad speaks Swahili. My dad's family speaks Swahili. And I understand Swahili. Somebody talks to me in Swahili, I can understand. But responding is so hard. And that's just how it's always been growing up. It's just that I understood Swahili, but I couldn't speak Swahili. And it was just sad. But I really need to work on, learning more Swahili so I can be able to teach it to my kids and speak it with my kids. Like, imagine if my kids, like, by the time they go to school, they already have 3 languages down. The language my husband speaks, me. Like, that would be so cool. And then they can just learn English at school. Like, they have classes to teach them English. And I just want my kids to learn my language. Because they do say kids who speak more languages are smarter. They're able to kind of comprehend things better. But anyways, thank you for coming onto my rant. I gotta get back to work. How do I look?